Have you seen my boyfriend? He's perfect. Oh, well, let me tell you about him. His hair like the hair of the gods, and his cheeks like the cheeks of the gods, and his shoulders. Precisely. The man is perfect. I think about him all the time. Nothing, only him. It's because we're in love. Have you seen him? Last I heard, he went to challenge one of the foreman's game arenas, but that seems like days ago. Could you deliver a message to him for me? You're a peach. Tell him I love him and that he's perfect. And if he wants ground steak for dinner, to let me know so I can start preparing the fixing. But if he wants chicken breast for dinner, I can do that too. But just let me know so I can start preparing the fixing. And ask him what he wants me to wear tonight. And tell him if he doesn't like my hairstyle to just let me know and I'll get it cut before he gets home. Okay? You've got all that? Okay, bye. Thanks for delivering my message.
An arena is now available for battle.
Heard any good ghost stories lately?
You want to trade your cards? I know you do.
I can't believe Foreman ripped me off. In seconds before I
Manny Dix.
You ever seen a ghost, kid? Perfect. I collect ghost stories, you know. Kind of the premier ghost story collector around here. Kind of the only one, too. So, tell me the story of this ghost. Chilling! Oh, what happened to the ghost? Why did it disappear? Who was it? Who am I? What are we all even doing here? I love it. Boy, listen, you come across any other spooky stories, you let me know. Or if I had 3 new stories, I'd have enough material for a new ghost tour. ancient spirits that come out of your head to fight in battles? Right. Not bad, little fella, but come on! I want real ghost stories, not fantasies. Oh, I can pay too. I'll pay a child for ghost stories. Don't even act like I won't. Heard any good ghost stories lately? Wow. Oh, the soothsayers are treasure troves of spooky stories and ancient knowledge. If you could ever get them to talk to you. So, let's hear it. Ooh, I already like where this is going. And? Classic. Oh, and so mysterious. Who is she? Is she still here? What keeps her here? What does she want from us? Why, it's got tragedy, romance, mystery. I love it. Thank you, kid. Heard any good ghost stories lately? Go on. Children are both more likely to see a ghost and more likely to be completely terrified by their encounter. I can't wait. I see. And? Did they, die at the end and become a ghost? Huh. Well, that is technically a ghost story then, and, I'll say thanks, but I don't want to. You see, that ghost story is as disappointing as it is not spooky. Which is to say, it is extremely both those things. Oh, keep trying, though. Heard any good ghost stories lately? Oh, listen.
Not on my watch, Nanny.
Think she's here?
I think probably in disguise. She could be anyone. Anywhere.
I think you're paranoid, Gary.
I think that's something this woman would say. Todd, if that is your real name.
Rough night last night.
Pojedo vas, ay, Boss only accepts challengers into his arena who roll high like he can. And between you and me, I don't think we're gonna see another four-roller in our lifetime. Show me your dice. What is this? This isn't a 4. That's a guaranteed loss, kid. Oh, now get out of here. It's for your own good.
I've never been to the Soothsayer District. They shouldn't.
So, Even, how's your adventure going? Life's an adventure, Even. It has to be. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of things that happen to you. And I don't know about you, but I'd much prefer to think of myself as an adventurer rather than an unwitting pawn of fate herself. Old Seymour has his ways, Even. And not even the Queen can stop my wanderlust. I go where I please. Well, most of the time. Truth be told, I just kinda woke up with no knowledge of how I got here. But it's fine. It's fine. Not if I see you first.
Oh there, stranger. I've played enough times in my time to see that you could use a friend. Now that's the first step, friend. To figuring out what you do want. There was a time I wanted to get back home too. Back when I traveled the 6 wards, singing for my supper, and every night as I took in the applause, whether it was there or not, I think this is it. It's time for me to go back home. And every morning I'd get up and go somewhere new, and start the whole thing all over again. But now, of course, I figure I didn't actually want to go back home. Not really, anyway. Didn't know what real longing was till I came here. Not a blessed thing. But when the foreman came here, he took over right quick. No one could roll a higher number than him. Except for Her Majesty, of course. I refused to play for him, and he smashed my fingers up real nice so I couldn't play for anyone. But yeah, that's no bother. I still remember my songs. They're all right here. You see, in my heart. Well, silver linings, friend. Now I can live my days without expectation. Ain't nobody expecting nothing from a man on the street with busted hands. Did you know the foreman's a relative of Nanny Fortuna? That's how come he can keep himself out of jail despite all the heretical dice rolling around here. Nah, he is a ruffian, but he is his own man. And well, besides, I'm just sharing a hearsay. Well, would you look at that? I haven't seen one of your kind in years. Quite the charmer, too. But looks like you're a bit worse for wear, if you don't mind me saying. And I'm sorry to hear that, stranger. He's caused so much suffering. You'd think all that power would make the foreman happy, but I reckon now he's just afraid of losing it. He's turned this whole town into a reflection of that. And yet, in the middle of it all is a small little dark alley where you can be safe and see the world as it truly is. All that power in the world. It don't mean a thing, even, next to the people you love. The world's got its fair share of horror, but beauty too. And we just have to do the best we can with the cards we're dealt. I know you'll do good out there. Ah, shucks. An old man like me gets a lucky guess once in a while. Not even the foreman can take that from us. Glad you're well, friend.
Oh, it was a nice moment of fellowship and kindness in a town that had not shown her much. Even was thankful for that.
Look, Fort Town may have its problems, but it's better than where I came from. It is better, right?
Ain't nobody'll cause you a lick of harm in this alley.
More party pancake.
Does she want to speculate with us?
It's edible. Oh, 4 guys there. Oi, so. Go, gymnar för dagimnat. Nanga, ena hana, keino, åge. Dagish gamane heno, kena, na haina, dagapoin, dag, kanenast, golgash, rak, dagwags, kane, golgash, nahaini. Gas, give it hail no. Dark and meowne. Oh, give a ha. Oh, God, it's God. God, give me go, cause doka mari. Oh, God, give me hina.
She doesn't even look like me. Well, they did do your square shape justice.
You can't just stand here. Don't you know there's a war going on? The war for Forberg. The Queen's tearing it to pieces. That's rich. If it's really over, then tell me this. How come you have a dice? A dice that lies about the war, I might add. I bet you'd like to know. World's full of spies, and I'm not gonna tell them anything, you hear? I ain't gonna tell them about me or about how the Queen showed up one day and tore Forberg to shreds looking for something. You almost tricked me. But I'm too clever for you, you hear? Too clever by half. Because I've seen what happened when you're not clever. Happened to my friend Pooza. She got in the way of the Queen's search.
You didn't do anything but be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's it. Dunzo. Still hear her wails at night sometime. Ain't no time for apologies. Not when there's a war going. Now, run along, kid, before you catch a bullet. Back again, huh?
Raise the stakes with a new card. Manny's got what you need.
win the game? We shall soon find out. Defeat all the enemies for the board game to end.
Have you won the fight? And you're here, and you're alive, so clearly you won the fight, which is incredible. The Queen's reaction when she finds out, oh, this brings a huge smile to my face. How'd you do it? Oh no. No. My poor little girl. I should have been there for you. She was always the best of us. I should be more like her. I'm going to bury her. I'm going to give her peace, and then I'm going to make peace with my own past too, you know? I can't forgive myself for my mistakes, but I can learn from them. That's what she would have wanted. Not for me to be sad, but to celebrate our friendship, to celebrate what it stood for. Here, I want you to have this. A friendship bracelet that QB made for me once. I think she would have wanted you to have it. I don't need blue thread to remind me of what we shared. She lives in me now, and if I could give you some advice... The bond you and your dice share, it's important, and the friendship will define both your lives. Don't let anyone keep you apart. You belong together.
Even had brought closure to the old dice wielder, and in doing so, given him new motivation for his future. The blue thread in her hand seemed to pulsate with warm magic. It was oddly comforting, actually.
The bond you and your dice share, it's important.
Heard any good ghost stories lately? Oh, war. The source of many, many ghosts, both dead and living. Oh, I smell tragedy. A thing I've learned sometimes even more memorable than even the finest victory. What else is it about? Oh, sounds sad and unfair and very, very spooky. Oh, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. Thank you, kid. Heard any good ghost stories lately? Ooh, an ancient class of warriors. Tell me more. Is there a ghost in it? Interesting. Fascinating. Ooh, not a physical ghost, but the ghosts of tomorrow. Of all your regrets haunting you better than even a dozen ghosts could. Yes! Oh, by the makers, that's terrifying. A life of sleepless nights, regretting one single mistake. Oh, I love it. So it is, so it is. And honestly, I was expecting more of like, you know, vengeful, horrific stories. What you've told me are just, well, they're kind of sad, or moving, or stories that remind us there are things we may never understand, and like all stories, there's a joy in telling them, a joy in being alive and being reminded of that. Thanks, kiddo. Amazing, incredible, I love it! Goosebumps, you see? Goosebumps!
Vigilante for hire. Freelance police for hire. Raconteur for hire. Freelance vigilante raconteur.